Ooh, okay. Hi everyone, it's Paola. So I am vlogging again because honestly you guys really liked it and I really like it too, so I'm gonna try to do more vlogging. And today's video is basically the perfect opportunity to vlog because I am going to the graduate show for the Cranbrook Art School. So if you don't know what Cranbrook is, it's one of the best graduate art schools in the country and I happen to live really close to it. So I am going to go and I have a friend who's in the show. I'm going to support her. I thought I would interview her a little bit about the graduate life and art school, and honestly I think this would be really cool for everyone to see and also for me too because I would love to go to grad school one day, and honestly this will give me a little bit of insight. If you are seeing me in this video for the first time, subscribe and also like this video if you like this idea and want me to keep vlogging. And yeah, so this is what I'm wearing. Excuse this mess, I'm a mess, I have no excuse. So I'm wearing these jeans. They're from Pull & Bear. I love Pull & Bear if you know. And got some Adidas. They're pink with like these cage sock things. I'm really into those. And then just a plain sweatshirt, some rings, and then just like silver hoops, little barrette. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. Oh, got a text. I gotta go. I'm already running late. Let's go. Mira, what are your thoughts on Cranbrook?
Honestly, the worst. She loves it. We all love it.
What are your thoughts?
We all love it.
Everyone?
Say it. No.
Jake, how do you feel about hair art?
I feel like they stole it from me as the master hair artist, but you know what? Everyone has a drain to clean, so...
What are you doing, Jake?
Ordering some spiced and pickled jicama.
Okay, and then
Jake. Yep.
Okay, so basically this thing is like you order food, right? And then you eat the food, and then they give you a passport. I don't really know what it means, but I'm into it, so. Are you ready to get your passport?
Yes, we ate the jicama. Now I gotta
I didn't film
scan my
it, but
plate.
it was actually good and salty and weird.
Okay. Ooh.
Go for it.
I got my passport. He said, welcome to citizenship. So guys, I made it.
So I thought it would be like cool to talk about how your Cranbrook experience was and how grad school was for you as an art student. So like first, I guess, what did you study in?
So I graduated with my bachelor's in graphic design, and I continued on in my education for my graduate school in 2D design, which falls under anything basically of that umbrella. But it's way more expansive than I think you would anticipate from the realm of graphic design. The school that I am in is labeled as an experimental school of fine arts. So we have designers in here, but nobody really makes design. So I come from a traditional graphic design background, but I'm making sculptures here, and I do installation work. So I'm studying graphic design, but I'm technically graduating with most experience in sculpture. I think a lot of things that is not told, and something that I've realized now that my journey has ended, is grad school is not about figuring out what you do in your medium or growing in that medium or your interests. It's about finding who you are as an artist. And in doing that, it's about finding who you are. Like, what's the type of disposition do you have? What type of work are you creating and why? And then the materiality comes after that. Then the research comes after that. Then it expands into something else. But it's so much more of a journey. Like, you have the tools in undergrad, and then you get to graduate school, and everybody knows you have the tools, so they're just like, okay, now show us what you got. And it's so much more free than I think we would anticipate as anybody who's coming from that strict type of academia. It's so different.
So basically, like, how is the environment here? Like, how were critiques? How are the people? How is your program? Just like a general, like, how you felt about it personally. Like, especially the critiques. I feel like people get nervous about how art school is going to be in general, like even undergrad, like how you handle it and what goes on during it, you know?
I think that the critiques are, there's this incredible reality that happens with critiques that we don't anticipate. I think a lot of us are scared of that critique environment because, you know, it's attack on you and your work. The way that I've experienced critique here at this graduate level is that the artist is just so removed when we're talking about the work, and we're just talking about the work as it stands. And you even though we all know the artist personally, we're living, creating right next door with these people, there's a way to remove the work. And I think in graduate school I realized how there is this personality that is invested into our work, and it is a self-portrait in a way because it's coming from us, but the things that we create and put out are their own entities, and we're creating this own being that's so separate from who we are. So I have actually found a way to fall in love with critiques all over again in grad school, because it's not about the creator, it's about the creation that we're looking at. It's about that reality and that realism that this thing is living in this world. Why? And how do we understand why it's living? And I think once we look at critique in that perspective, it shifts completely, and anxieties are more freeing because there's less responsibility of the artist for that creation. You know, you feel like you're putting more good in there as opposed to potentially throwing something scary in there and then getting attacked for it, right? Yeah.
No, I love that. I like that perspective on it. I think it changes it.
I think also a thing, and that kind of goes in with my experience here at the grad school, is we're all here and we have 2 years to get our masters, to be this master in what we're doing. And we're scared and we're figuring it out and we're all confused. Like, how do we know everything in just these 2 years? But we're all so open and genuine about that fear. And in that way we can connect, and there's this community and support happening. And I think as creatives, a lot of the time, it's such an emotionally invested work. And when you're in a community where everybody else is putting that much into it, you're surrounded by this empathy and this safety and this security, because everybody else is creating, everybody's being just as vulnerable. Therefore, you should be as vulnerable too, right? So you don't want to be the person holding back, because that does a disservice to everybody else. It's like a village.
What advice would you have to anybody who wants to go to art school or wants to go to grad school for art, any sort of art school in general?
I think the best thing that I could tell anybody is that there's no wrong or right way to do art. It's a creative realm. Therefore, it's not so much about what you're putting out, it's what voice you're putting it out there with. So as long as you have convictions in what you're creating, just keep doing it and be your biggest supporter, because you know, we're the ones opening up this different perspective to this world. It's about being expressive. So if you're gonna do it openly and just go for it, and that's the only way that you're gonna be able to get the most from your experience and give back as well, because it's such a balance of a career and a passion. You know, we make art to give, and then in that we get back. So it's just about keeping that connection and that relationship open in whatever you're doing. For sure.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sabrine. Everyone, I'm gonna link her Instagram below too. She also posts like all her art process stuff, and it's so cool. So if you want to follow her, check that out. And yeah, thank you so much.
Thank
I'm so
you.
proud of you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, Robert.
Hey.
He's modeling. He's cool. He's in. We love an artist at Cranbrook. Mood.
I'm like so trendy. I go to Cranbrook and I cut up like sheep brains. And I make it my art.
Okay, so that was my adventure at Cranbrook. It's a great grad school. It's so cool to go to the show. I went last year and I went this year now, so it's just been amazing. I'm so lucky that I live so close that I can go see like all this amazing art. If you want to see more vlog style videos or more videos that kind of talk about grad school or art school or studios, stuff like that, like if you're liking that kind of content, let me know. Give me a thumbs up and leave a comment about it, and then I'll try to do more. I had the opportunity to go back there and I can talk to more people if you want, so let me know. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Subscribe, like, comment, all of that, and yeah, bye.
I like to call this one Dr. Pimple Popper's exam room 4.